Good day, one and all, and welcome to this series of mathematics lessons. My name is Hester Jurgens, and I hope we're going to have a wonderful time together. So before we start, I hope you've got your notebooks, your ruler, pencil, eraser, calculator ready, and your multiplication chart. I can see those faces. Remember, I'm sure you've all done a multiplication chart in previous grades. If you don't remember, just look at that one on your screen now. Oh, yes. So if you haven't got it or you know where it is, go and get it quickly or draw one before we continue. So pause the lesson right here and then you continue when you're done. Cool. Right, whole numbers. What is the difference between a whole number and a natural number? So if you look at your screen, you get the definition there. Are the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 to infinity? So they are represented by the symbol W, or in some books you get it a N0. As opposed to the counting or natural numbers. Can you see on the other side? So those are numbers greater than or equal to 1. Yes, there's no 0. So we start from 1, 2, 3, 4 to infinity, and it is represented by the symbol N1. So easy to remember. Remember if you count, you don't start with 0. For example, you count your fingers. You're not going to start by 0, 1, 2. You're going to start by 1. So it's easy to remember the difference between a whole number and a natural number. In this series of about 13 lessons, we're going to focus on whole numbers. And it's amazing what we can do with whole numbers. I hope you're as excited as I am. Right, the next thing. Multiples of 10, 100, and 1,000. Now, I'm sure you know this, but this is just a reminder. If you, for example, have to multiply 8 times 10, yes, you go to your multiplication chart, and you see it's easy. It's like 1 times 10 is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, right? So if you multiply, what do you think? You think I'm multiplying 8 times 1, you see, and I just add a 0. If I multiply 8 times 100, it is 800, but you think it is 8 times 1, and I'm just going to add 2 zeros. And similarly, if you do 8 times 1,000, you go 8 times 1, and you add 3 zeros. Now, on the other side, say you have to multiply 8 by 20. So you're going to do the same. You're going to think 8 times 2, that's easy, right? That's 16. And we're just going to add 1 0 at the back. So if you multiply 8 times 500, you do the same. You think 8 times 5 is 40. And we just add our 2 zeros at the back. So let's do the last one. Last example, 8 times 6,000. Yes, 8 times 6. Now we get it. That's 48, and we just add our 3 zeros. Just makes it so easy to do multiples. Now, if we count forward by tens, hundreds, or thousands, this is just a reminder because I know you've done it in previous lessons. The best is to do an examples. Say we do 28,560 and we have to count forward by tens. So we remember, our columns is unit or ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and so on. Okay? So if we have to count forward by 10, we look at the tens column. So it's 560, so it will be 570, 580, 590. And now what do? That 90 becomes 1, and we're going to increase our hundreds column by 1. And then we're just going to continue 600, 610, 620, and so forth. Let's do if we count forward by hundreds. So there we look at the hundreds column. So this is to 28,560. So we're going to count 28,660, 760, 860, 960. And what do we do then? Yes, the hundreds column will have a 0 and the thousands column will be increased by 1. And then we just continue from there. 29,060. And what is the next one? 29,160, 260, and so forth. Then the last one is if we count forward by 1,000. Yes, we're going to look at the thousands column. So it's 28,560, 29,000, and then we're going to do the same 0 and increase the 10,000 column by 1 and continue from there. Are you ready to do one with me? Okay, let's do this. 35,790. Let's count forward by tens. Right, so that is an easy one. So it's 35,000. And what do we see there? 9. So what do we do? Yes, we've got our example there. We're going to say 35,800. And then 35,810, 35,000, 35,000, let me just do that again, 35,810, 35,820, and so on. If we do 35,790 and we count forward by 100, we're going to do 35,000, I'm waiting to hear, yes, 890, 35,990, 36,090, and we continue from there. Right, and then the last one, the thousands column, we're going to say 35,790, so it's that one. So it is 36,790 and 37,790. And what do we do when we get to 39,790? Yes, the 9 is going to become a 0 and the 10,000 column will be increased by 1. Okay, so now we're going to count backwards. If we count backwards, a similar thing will apply. But just when we get to the end, let's make sure that we understand. 28,540. So they ask us to count backwards by tens. So there we are, 28,540, 28,530, 28,520, 28,510, 500, and then we just do the reverse, right? So our tens column will then become a 9 and our hundreds column will be 1 less, 490. So the similar process will follow with the hundreds. I'm going to go a little bit faster because I think you know it now, right? 28,460, 360, 200, 100, 0 and 60, and then 27,960. So you can also check yourself by just look at it. If you count backwards from 81, 80, 79, right? So then you make sure that you are correct. Okay, and the same then with 1,000. So 28, 27,000, 26,000, 25,000, and so forth. Shall we do one example each of the next one? 35,790, and let's count backwards by 10. So it is 35,000. What is this going to change to? If you want to make sure, 79, you count backwards, it's going to be 70, 780. Then it's going to be 770. It's going to be 770. 60, and so on. The same with the 100, 35,690, 35,590, 490, and so on. And then the same with the 35,700. If we count backwards by 1,000, we're going to look at the 5, and it's going to be 34,790, 33,790, and so on. You've got that. Right. Okay, if you're not sure what to do when you have to change over and reduce or increase the next column, please refer back to the lesson and then you can see what you have to do. Okay, now, next thing, how do we use numbers? We can count, we can multiply, we count forwards, we count backwards. Another two things that we're going to discuss in this lesson is we can order numbers and we can compare numbers. Okay, so how do we order numbers? For example, your teacher can ask you to write a series of numbers from small to large or the other way around, okay? So in this example, we've asked to write these numbers from small to large. It's always good to have a highlighter when you do these type of things, that you can highlight what you have to do, that you make sure you've got it right. And this is such easy marks, everyone. But you know, people often make silly mistakes. Why? Because they don't rewrite every number, and then you cannot get the mark. So if you count, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers that we've got to order. So we're going to make sure that in our answer, we're going to have 5 numbers. So the smallest will be 203. So please do that to make sure that you don't skip one. Scratch it. 203, we've got it. 303 is the next one. 509 is the next one. 798 is the next one. And 845 is the next one. Got it. You're going to have your turn just now. Another way to work with whole numbers is to compare them. Because 13 is not 12, right? What is 13? 13 is larger than 12 and 9 is smaller than 10. So we compare numbers. So this is an example. When a number is larger, we use that sign, the larger than sign. And when a number is smaller, we do the smaller than sign. Okay, for example, 12 is larger than 10 and 12 is smaller than 15. Okay, so now this is your turn. What I want you to do is to complete this, answer these questions, so you stop the lesson. Then once you're done, you're going to start again because the answers will be on the next page. And please enjoy this, and I'll see you next time.